Good day everyone, my name is Josh. You're watching Josh Reviews, and today we're gonna review something very neat. I've been wanting this for quite some time now, and this guy arrived today, May 30th. This guy arrived today, May 30th, and this will be the last figure that I will have for my birth month, which is very timely because he is the ultimate goal for this month's birthday. And here he is, da-da-da-dan, the ToyBiz McFarlane Spider-Man. Yes, he is one sexy beast. And I have him right here, right now. And contrary to the popular belief, in case you still didn't know, this figure isn't actually based on McFarlane's artwork. Rather, it was based on J. Scott Campbell's artwork. But it arguably shares the same art style as McFarlane's artwork, especially on the eyes. So yeah, now we're gonna review him. And you know, right off the bat, as I opened this earlier, I'm just so delighted to have him here. He actually came with a base, with a wall thingy. Yeah, I'm gonna show a picture right here. There we go. But I just didn't put it in the video since it's not that important. What's important is this figure, man. He's one gorgeous looking figure. Today we're gonna review him together with the Hasbro version, which I already have. I have it a bit earlier than him. Oh fuck. But having them side by side, I could really notice the difference. And today we're gonna focus on that. We're gonna focus on the differences of them. But before that, we should focus on one figure first. As you can see, get a close-up of this one. It's a gorgeous sculpted head with the thick eyes drooping down. Look at the grittiness of that thing. It's so punk rock, dude. Here you could notice the wrinkles of the shoulder. Wait, let me focus. It's just so beautifully sculpted. Even the hands, the fingers. Every muscle is defined. It's just a marvel to hold this in my hands, so yeah. And with the articulation, even though it's a really old figure, this was released in 2004, the head can go up this far, down this far, left and right, no tilting, good butterfly joints, pretty tight going back, but it's really good forward. Arm goes up this far, I think. I'm gonna force it. Bicep swivel, double jointed arms, calf rotation, but this one doesn't really rotate here. How about this one? Oh, there we go. It rotates here. Calf rotation and individual finger articulation. This is one that I really love with the old ToyBiz figures. Even though it feels outdated, I really love them. And looks clunky at times, but look at that. Anyway, ab crunch going this far down. Really nice ab crunch. This far back. It's pretty okay. And waist swivel. Leg goes up this far. And leg goes back this far. It's actually quite a unique joint. It's not really a T joint. It's sort of angled in a Y angle, but not so much that it hinders, that it breaks the articulation. It's like angled this way. So it's, and with the ball joint, you know, it has wide range with it being so big. Anyway, hip rotation, there we go. Double jointed knees, and there's calf rotation over here, going down, up, no ankle pivot, and toe bend. This feels frozen, so I don't really want to force it, but it should be there. I'm gonna point out the differences that I noticed. So firstly, if you look closer here, the head on the ToyBiz one feels slightly more wider and bigger, because the Hasbro version, this red and black streetlight Spider-Man, feels more thinner, and the roundness of it on this top, it's not that big compared to this one. And at first I thought it was like, oh, it's just a painting that made it cause that way, but I looked up other customs of this guy, which when they turned it into a red and blue, and it's still thin. So yeah, the difference is on the head. ToyBiz one is much more rounder and better in my opinion. I like it. This one feels too skinny. And here's a major one too. If you look here in the ToyBiz one, you can see on the shoulders over here, there's wrinkles on the shoulders, and it would be really noticed here. There we go. It would be really noticeable because there's black wash over it. Unlike here in the Hasbro one, it doesn't have any wrinkles. Also, it has a weird hole. It doesn't have any wrinkles. It's too smooth and clean. So yeah, that's a weird choice. I wish they kept that in. Oh, and lastly, I think this is the last thing that I've observed differences is the hands. Look at this. See? The hands on the ToyBiz one is much more thicker, and it feels less flimsier than the Hasbro one. The Hasbro one feels like the fingers for the first appearance Spider-Man. It's so flimsy and thin. Let's see. It feels like, see? It's so... I mean, they're similar looking, but the plastic on this one feels so weaker and flimsier and soft. So yeah. You could even notice it here. See? Look at the girth difference of each, and it's not just because of the colors. It's really different, and I don't know if this is a placebo effect or thing or not, but this feels heavier. Just feels more solid than this one. Feels more light and hollow. I don't know, not really hollow, but like it feels that way. So yeah, that's the main differences of each, but they are both good looking figures either way. And if you have the chance to get them, get them. I only got the chance to get them because with the worldwide recession going on, the prices of these actually dropped compared to how much they were worth years back. I got this for $72, and this one for actually the same, $72. But I got another one which is got it for cheaper, 108,000 pesos, which I'm gonna convert now. So yeah, it's not cheap. It's still expensive, but it's relatively cheaper than how it was back then. So now here he is with the bootleg Mafex Spider-Man, and man, dude, even though it's a 2004 figure, his detail still holds up to this day, and I could say that I actually prefer this one. The sculpt and everything, the look of it, compared to the new one, to this Mafex one. But you know, Mafex wins the articulation part because this one's pretty outdated. The ToyBiz McFarlane has an outdated articulation, but it still works. It can get into really nice poses, and I'm gonna show them right now. That's just fucking lazy, dude. There's no webs. So my final thoughts on this guy is that he is one hell of a gorgeous figure with beautiful sculpting, and I really love how ToyBiz did this figure. Beautifully sculpted by ToyBiz, and you can't see any other Spider-Man figure like this today. And I wish that the future will have more grittier and more stylistic Spider-Man figures soon, because I haven't seen anything Hasbro related that can compare to this one. Well, the movie figures are well sculpted, the Civil War, Homecoming, and the Amazing Spider-Man ones, Marvel Legends, but they really don't compare. I hope that they make a really well sculpted comic Spider-Man figure and not just painted on. I don't know, that's just a personal preference. So yeah, I hope this one helps. I hope this video helps to form an opinion of him. And if you have any questions, just comment down below. Also, hopefully I will be able to review other ToyBiz figures, because that's like ToyBiz is like one of my favorite toy lines, because I grew up with them. I grew up collecting ToyBiz Spider-Man figures, so they have a special place in my heart. So I'm gonna review some of my ToyBiz figures that I have here soon. We're gonna go retro, we're gonna go vintage line 2000s. So yeah, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.